it together, Cody.
You're good. Go.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Selena Paley reporting live from Ottawa, Ontario. Thanks for joining us today, Freedom Central Canada. I have the one, the only, the very famous Canadian, infamous Canadian in my presence, Mr. Pat King. How are you today, Pat?
I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good.
Yes, you've got a big fight on your hands. You have a lot on your shoulders, and it's probably taking its toll on you. How are you feeling about everything going on these days?
Well, I feel really good for what we're doing. It hurts to hear what they're trying to put me through in the media. Sometimes a guy gets passionate in saying what he says, and these guys are I call them hack reporters, because they hack your videos and they hack them apart and they splice them and put them in to tell a vision that they want you to see, and that's what they do. These hack reporters are just they're horrible. They're parasites. They're the group of people that have no respect for what we're doing. All they want to do is just smear it. That's all they want to do. They don't want to look at the outside aspect of what's going on and how actually phenomenal this is and how good it is for everybody, even them. But instead, they are getting paid to smear something that's even more beautiful than, the Gandhi movement.
I would agree, and we're not averse. It's nothing new. The sensationalistic approach to news reporting. I think we're just more aware of it these days. CTV recently came out with a clip of you saying that the only way we're going to resolve this is with bullets. I mean, I haven't personally seen any bullets fly, but how would you like to respond to that accusation or that smear campaign that they were putting on you?
Well, once again, I have the whole video, so if people want to see the actual video, you'll be able to go and watch it on my podcast. And what it is when you're doing these kind of things and we're trying to fight for freedoms, we want to make sure that we can stop this before it happens. And I said, it's going to take bullets to stop this. And if you had the opportunity to stop this before it happens, would you take it? So that's where it went. Before that, there's a whole spiel about you're not going to jab your way out of this. You're not going to vote your way out of this, and it's going to end up going to bullets in this thing. But if you had the opportunity to stop it before it happened, would you do it? And that's what I'm saying in that video. But they're, of course, hacking that one piece, taking it and making it look like I'm saying we're here to shoot bullets. And that's not even close to what we're doing. We know this. Everybody knows this. Everybody out there knows this. And you know how the media works. You know how they just try to smear stuff. What is wrong with people when they see something so good and so phenomenal that will benefit their life and their everyday existence on this planet in a more peaceful, calming manner? What is their thinking in their brain to try and smear this? And you look at this and go, these people are actually really sick. Just want to stop peace. We've been trying, our generations and generations before this have been trying to make this a peaceful world. And that's all we're trying to do. Now we're there. We're there. We're on the doorstep. We're at the cusp of changing and uniting a whole globe of people. And now these guys want to emphasize on the fact of something that they hack reported and put in place to say what their narrative wants them to say so they can tell a vision on the television.
I think you pretty much nailed it there when you said we're making change. And I know for those particular people that you're speaking to, they don't like the change, and the change is on their doorstep, so they're going to hit back even harder. We saw the smear campaign against us. They were trying to use the Terry Fox statue. They're trying to use things that you've said in the past out of context. They're taking all these, the soup kitchen. We've seen a few things now, and we know that it's not anyone out of our circles. It's not anyone involved in the freedom movement. We've seen the level of support out there on your journey across Canada, and I have to say that it was an absolute pleasure being a part of that, and I'm just so blessed that I got to go on that journey with you, as did all the other Canadians. What was the highlight of your trip from Alberta to Ontario?
My highlight was to hear the story that I saved a woman's life. She was in a desperation. She thought she was going to commit suicide, and she came up crying in her eyes and said, "We saved her." Another one was the lady saying that we got her family back. Because at first her family didn't believe in all of this stuff, and they thought the news was telling the truth and all this. And now our family's totally on board because they've seen actually the smear and they've seen what's going on. Excuse me. And now they're looking at it in a different light. So she said she got her family back. Excuse me. Yeah, I got a tickle throat. From screaming and yelling, I've kind of scratched my throat.
And your 20th interview of the day, I'm sure.
interview of
Well,
the day,
I
yeah.
won't keep you too long. I have two more things that I think might be important for our viewers and Canadians to discuss with you. One is just what is the state of the truckers on the outskirts of Parliament Hills area, 3 kilometer radius area? I understand that there's one being blocked at Booth and Sir John A. Macdonald, as well as the BC Convoy, which is several miles back too. What is going on with that? Can you share?
Well, that's just Ottawa turning their backs on us again. We had all the logistics planned out. Everything was set and staged. We worked with logistics for 4 days as we were coming across. I personally worked with the transport girl, Constable, I think it's Constable Nicole Bach, B-A-C-H. And we had it all planned. What I think is Ottawa didn't really plan on how many people were actually here. And they wanted to keep emergency routes open. Now we've got our group right now is in an undisclosed area, and they did a press conference of what they wanted to say and do and get out there. So we'll let them do that. They can handle that part. Instead, I'm happy being in the back, out of the limelight, and helping coordinate right now. Just making sure those men and women got food. They're warm. They've got fuel running in their vehicles. All that kind of stuff. So we're just making sure that they're okay. And that's what we do. We're a support team, right? If those guys want to sit and get the spotlight on the media, you have had or have had it enough.
Yes, you certainly have. You have had your share. I heard you reach 30,000 views on your live. They're coming into Ottawa, which is no surprise. I mean, this is what Canadians want.
30,000 views. You mean 30,000 people
Watching. Sorry, that's what
yeah.
I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
A million views, 1.5 million views. It's gone crazy.
It's encouraging. It's definitely encouraging. Everybody wants more of this. They want to know that we're leading Canada in the right direction. Canadians, the support has been phenomenal. The hope has been restored. Pat King leading the way to freedom, everybody. Now, with respect to the smear campaign, I understand that there is an event going on tonight with the Veterans Memorial. Can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Well, they're trying to hold us responsible for some oddball guys that had gone and done something. I don't even know the full spectrum of what happened, but I know that it was ignorant what happened. It was totally ignorant if that happened, if it did at all happen. So what we're doing is we're trying to get flowers right now to go and put them on the War Memorial at 8 p.m. tonight. And I believe they're having a little bit of an issue. That's why I got to run to the War Room a couple blocks down. I got to go to this big meeting right now because we're going to go and put station security around that War Memorial, and our veterans are coming down to show their support for us and what we're doing, and they're going to stand there and they're going to protect that War Memorial. For any asshole who's going to go out and try and smear this or jump in the crowds with your Confederate flags and all that horse shit, you think you're smart? You think we don't know what you're doing? We know what you're doing, and it's all good because we understand how these guys work. They're a little evil group of people. And go ahead. Now you got us supporting it and you got us protecting it. Thanks for showing us how you're going to do this, because now we're watching. We had to see it, and we had to see what kind of dirty little tactics Trudeau's going to try and put in to try and paint this the way it is. It's kind of funny, though, Selena, if you notice that when these things happen, the news media is right there. And they've got it. And they've, out of the 1.5 million people that are here. And when you look at it, the Terry Fox Monument is one of the most. I love the Terry Fox Monument. He's a man of hope. He gave people hope, and he's got one leg like me. And now we look at what they did. The Terry Fox Monument had a flag on him. The flag was hanging. The wind blew it and dropped it down. It was not flying sideways. It was flying up and down. And they tried to say we desecrated it by putting an upside down flag on it. Anybody out there knows an upside down flag is a silent sign of stress and help. Any military man will tell you that. It's a distress sign. So do your friggin' homework. It's not desecrating the flag. It's showing you that we are in desperation and we need help.
We went to the Terry Fox statue today to pay tribute and to ensure Canadians that the statue is being well respected. I do find the interesting commonalities between you and Terry Fox. An advocate for cancer research. You're an advocate for freedom. Bringing a lot of attention to all Canadians and bringing them hope and a journey across Canada. Right. So I find a lot of commonalities there. Two Canadian patriots, historical figures that I respect, have great respect for. So there you go. Okay, so Pat, can anyone come to this memorial this evening? What time is it?
It's at 8 p.m. tonight.
So you guys, you heard it here, 8 p.m. at the memorial, the Veterans Memorial on the corner of...
It's on the corner of Wellington and Queen and Elgin. So it's like where the three corners come, where it's right at the end of the Prime Minister and Privy Council office.
And should they bring flowers? Could they bring flowers?
Absolutely. Go grab some flowers and come put them down on the tomb of the unknown soldier.
Okay, you guys, we will be reporting live from the memorial tonight with Pat King and anyone else who would like to come bring some flowers and pay tribute to our Veterans War Memorial.
100%. Yeah, we welcome everybody. This is no singling out of anybody.
All right, well, Pat's a busy man, and we're going to let him get to coordinating, organizing what he does best. Thank you very much. Selena Bailey, thanks for the interview, Pat. Reporting live from an undisclosed location in Ottawa, Ontario. Freedom Convoy 22 with the one and the only real Pat King here for you. If you guys care to donate to his projects that he's working on, his fight for freedom for you, his email is kingpatrick279@gmail.com. We greatly appreciate your donations. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more live coverage from Freedom Convoy 22 in Ottawa, Ontario. Thanks for watching, guys.